Oh, kind of a part two to my passenger side transmission output seal replacement. Somebody posted in the comments a really important thing. The transmission has a separate oil fill for the differential on the front. It is not shared transmission fluid. So this plug right in here, this one right here, I think it's an 8mm Allen head. That, you pull that out, and there's no drain on it. There's only a fill and a check. So it should flow out of that when the car's level. So just pull that plug out and fill it up with 75/90 full synthetic GL5 rated gear oil. And then you're good. But if you do change that seal, you're low on fluid. So you need to fill it up. So fill it up with fluid, you're good to go. Torque those bolts. I think the spec is 57 foot-pounds. Put a little blue Loctite on them. That's definitely the best way to go. This is a rebuilt CV axle because mine was bad. This bolt right here, always replace it. It's very critical. If you don't torque it right, the wheel bearing can go bad first, or sooner than it should. There's two. It doesn't really matter the style of the 17mm or the 12 point. Doesn't really matter. The difference is the size of the threads. So this bolt is an M16. I'll show you here. I have this says M14, but I have M14 and 16s in here. So just put a caliper on the threads here and see how big it is. This one's an M16. This is the old bolt, not an M14. So this is the higher torque spec. This one goes to 140 foot-pounds plus 180 degrees. Now that is a ridiculous amount of torque. I mean, you're gonna need serious pressure on it. What I did is torqued it to 140 using these on with like a pry bar in here to block it. Then I torqued that to 140. Now to get your 180 degrees, I marked it, and then I used an impact. You need a huge impact to get that tight. I have a Milwaukee Fuel 1,000 foot-pound and 1,400 breakaway, and it would not tighten it. It went about halfway, if that. So I actually had to use Big Bertha over here, big inch. This is a Harbor Freight one, but it's like 2,000 foot-pounds. That worked. The other thing you can do is just put the car on the ground. I don't really know if you'd want to even be in gear, because you might be able to break the parking pole or parking pole in the transmission at that amount of torque. But in any case, you need a huge breaker bar to tighten that. So get that tightened and you should be good to go.